This video deals with basically the situations of having a student who has epilepsy, and what do you do to accommodate them to be part of your FFA, I'm sorry, the SAE, the projects in your chapter and in your ag program. In terms of what they're able to do, I think students who have epilepsy generally should have few, if any, physical restrictions in terms of their daily lives. They would seem like any other student, but for the fact that it could happen where they could have a seizure, and there's no predicting that, but that's really what you're worried about, the possibility of having a seizure. So in an SAE project program, limitations wise, I don't think there are any as far as what kinds of projects they could be a part of, but I think what you're concerned with is making sure that if they were to have a seizure, that they would be able to be safe and be able to be taken care of. So especially if you had a school farm or a greenhouse and students are able to access that individually, you would probably want to make a policy that wouldn't let them do that. Any student, not just students with epilepsy, but that someone would be out there accompanying them, another student, more ideally a parent or an advisor, and in case something happens, there's someone there to help, either to call for help or to make sure that student isn't hurt by having a seizure and falling on an item that's there that can be pulled out of the way by someone who's there to help them. So it's really a matter of being prepared and thinking ahead, and so discussing with the parents, making sure that they're okay with the type of project that student is part of, and that again you and everybody else is aware of what can happen. Now, you don't want to treat the student differently, you don't want to point them out and make them feel different, but again calmly and assuredly just make sure that possibility is addressed and that people understand what needs to happen. And so it's a lot of communication at that point. So I think that's what we should focus on with the student with epilepsy.